This workout's fueled by Celsius, baby.
Tank is very talented, punch hard, explosive, the whole 9 yards, but Jake too big for Tank. In reality, he's way too big for Tank. I think Jake by youth.
Jake Paul ain't making matches to lose. Whoever Jake Paul's picking, he's going to beat. There's a reason why he doesn't want to go anywhere near someone like Carl Froch.
Yeah, or back to Tommy Fury.
There's a reason why he isn't facing Tommy Fury. He's fighting granddads, which is just wrong. I do think he's getting better. There's no point in lying.
He pushed me. Tank pushed me. I'm not even kidding. I was just standing there after the press conference and he straight up shoved me. Look at me. My makeup is ruined. My eyes are burning.
The boxing world can't stop talking after Terence Crawford himself raised eyebrows, saying Jake Paul's shocking new transformation. In a recent clip filmed during heavy rain, Jake was seen shirtless, throwing sharp punches with insane power and precision. But it wasn't just the intensity that caught everyone's attention, it was his size. The YouTuber turned boxer looked absolutely shredded and bulked up, beyond what anyone expected. And that's exactly what has Gervonta Tank Davis' team, and even the pros, a little alarmed.
I woke up one day and stopped making excuses. I woke up one day and stopped playing the blame game. I woke up one day and looked at the man in the mirror and was like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Wake up, it's showtime, let's go.
Jack's massive frame has become the center of attention leading up to his fight against Tank. Once considered just a size mismatch, his latest look has taken the debate to a new level. Fans and experts can't decide whether this is a real fight or an impossible one. Even some boxing legends are now speaking out, and their takes couldn't be more divided.
He should beat Jake Paul, shouldn't he?
No, he shouldn't.
You don't think? Sorry. So, I thought we were all unanimous here. Do you think that
shouldn't.
Do you think Jake Paul beats Gervonta Davis?
70 pounds is 70 pounds.
Jonathan Davis is very small. 5'5".
He's tiny, bro.
That's
That's
what
what I'm saying.
Jake Paul
He's a little
6'1".
man.
If
That's
Jake
what I'm
Paul's
saying.
tucking up
Move on.
and absorbing punishment for walking forward, then look, there's a way to run it.
Tony Bellew, known for never holding back, couldn't hide his confusion about the matchup, and for him, the fight feels like something out of a strange experiment. A cruiserweight taking on a lightweight powerhouse. He admitted that while fans will definitely tune in to watch, he can't understand how it even came together. Bellew made it clear that Tank Davis has devastating power, the kind that can put anyone to sleep with just one clean shot. If Tank connects, Jake Paul could go down instantly.
Listen, he's a marketing genius, but when it comes to people depicting his fights, I can't get my head around it. If Tank hits him clean, he's going to sleep. He'll have a lot of smoke blowing up his backside by his coaching team and people like that, but when he gets hit for real, 10 ounce, well, I'm told it's 16 ounce gloves now, it's like an exhibition.
Right.
I'm told it's big gloves and head guards, he's gonna need them.
But then Bellew made a crucial point, and that is size. He reminded everyone that Jake is a legitimate cruiserweight, while Tank has made his name around 135 pounds. For Bellew, that difference is massive. Why, he asked, is a fighter as small as Tank stepping up to face someone as so much bigger? In his eyes, it's a bizarre mismatch that defies logic.
Jake Paul ain't making matches to lose. Whoever Jake Paul's picking, he's going to beat. There's a reason why he doesn't want to go anywhere near someone like Carl Froch.
Yeah, or back to Tommy Fury.
There's a reason why he isn't facing Tommy Fury. He's fighting granddads, which is just wrong. I do think he's getting better. There's no point in lying. I'd like to see him face JJ KSI. I think KSI has so much ability athletically as a specimen. If he's taught correctly, I think he'll be the best out of the Misfits bunch.
While most believe Tank's skill and experience should carry him through, Bellew's doubts echo what many others are thinking. This isn't just a boxing match, it's a spectacle built in extremes. Yet surprisingly, not everyone thinks Tank's the guaranteed winner.
This workout's fueled by Celsius, baby.
That's where Terence Crawford, one of boxing's pound-for-pound greats, stepped in with a shocking twist. Crawford, known for his honesty and analytical mind, looked at the fight from a completely different angle. To him, it's not even a real boxing contest, more of an exhibition, a business play designed for entertainment. He said it's nearly impossible to imagine a real war between a 135-pounder and someone walking around near 200 pounds.
Jake Paul versus Tank Davis, they just announced the fight. What's your instant reaction to that?
I don't know what's going to happen with a 135-pounder going up against a 200-pounder. I think it's not a real fight.
Crawford believes the fight will likely be a high-profile sparring session rather than a serious battle. But when asked who he thinks could win if things get real, he didn't hesitate. Jake Paul. Crawford pointed out that Jake is not just big, he's young, strong, and dangerous when he lands his right hand. Having seen Jake's punching power up close, Crawford admitted it's no joke. If Jake connects cleanly, Tank could be in serious trouble.
I think it's because it can't be a real fight because they ain't in the same weight. So it'd be more like an exhibition.
I think it is an exhibition, but do you think they're like, but not one person saying like, yo, I'm gonna throw the match? You think?
I don't think.
Or you never know?
Yeah, I think they're gonna go in there and spar. I don't think it's gonna be you trying to kill me or I'm trying to kill you. You know, I think it's let's go in here and make this money. You know, it's more of a business tactic than anything.
For Crawford, the outcome comes down to physics, the weight, the youth, and the natural size difference. He respects Tank's explosiveness, his knockout ability, and his skill level, but he also knows Jake can punch hard enough to end things early. In Crawford's eyes, if it's truly competitive, Jake's sheer physicality might be too much.
Had to choose someone to win that fight. Who do you think wins?
Honestly, I think Jake by youth.
Really?
Yeah.
That prediction shook the boxing community. Crawford isn't known for wild takes. When he says something, people listen. And suddenly fans started seeing the matchup differently. Maybe Jake Paul actually has a chance. Even though Jake has faced heavy criticism for his boxing career, this moment could change how the world sees him. Beating someone like Gervonta Davis, a respected champion with serious credentials, would be a turning point, one that could finally earn Jake some long-lost respect from hardcore boxing fans.
We were yelling so much about him fighting someone like somebody your size. His next opponent is, by far, the most credentialed guy he's ever fought. There's one problem. He fights at 135 pounds.
But he isn't getting support only from Crawford. Former UFC champion Tyron Woodley, who's been in the ring with Jake himself, offered his perspective, and it leaned heavily in Jake's favor. Woodley has felt Jake's power firsthand, and according to him, that's not something Tank can take lightly. He said, "My advice to Tank, I would say take Jake seriously. For a fighter that's on Tank's level to go into a fight with somebody that on paper has not even had the amateur career he had, let alone the professional career, he needs to take him seriously and recognize Jake has the motivation to prove people wrong." Woodley warned Davis not to underestimate Jake, reminding everyone that while Jake may not have the traditional boxing background, his hunger and motivation make him dangerous. Take him seriously, Woodley urged. You're fighting someone who's naturally 195 pounds. That's a completely different level of power. Woodley also pointed out the physical advantages Jake will have. A major reach difference in a naturally bigger frame, and Tank, who's used to controlling smaller opponents, may find it tough to close the distance. And if he keeps forcing his way inside, he could walk straight into a heavy counter. In Woodley's mind, that's where the real danger lies. He said, it's a whole different level of power and you gotta be able to get close to him. His reach advantage is gonna have you by at least 5 or 6 inches, and Jake's smart enough to keep you away from him. And if you keep forcing the issue, you can walk onto a punch. Even Dana White, the UFC president who has had a long and complicated history with the Paul brothers, weighed in, and surprisingly, he sided more with Jake Paul this time. Speaking on Logan Paul's podcast, Dana didn't hold back his criticism of the matchup itself. He said fighters should be facing opponents their own size, not jumping across divisions.
Is the burnt bridge with my brother unfixable?
I don't hate your brother. You guys need to fight guys your the same size. When you fought Floyd, you are massive. He did hit you with a bomb and you ate it. He's gonna fight Gervonta Davis.
Who do you got?
Gervonta, I think, hits way harder than Floyd, but he's too small. Your brother's gonna be able to get inside on him, put his weight on him, tie him up.
While Dana admitted that Tank Davis hits much harder than Mayweather, he still doubted whether Tank's power could overcome Jake's size. For him, Jake's ability to tie Tank up, lean on him, and use his weight could make things frustrating and physically exhausting for Davis. Dana doesn't like the fight at all, but he believes Jake's size advantage might just be too much for Tank to handle.
I hear your critique on fighting guys the same size as you. Is that why you guys wouldn't let me fight Conor?
Yeah, you're huge. Conor weighs 145 pounds, 155 pounds.
Yeah, but he says he can beat me.
Then came the female champion, Alicia Baumgardner, who shared her excitement for the fight in her own confident style. She predicted the bout would be pure action from start to finish and said she's betting on a knockout. She didn't specify who she thought would deliver it, but her tone made it clear someone's going down. She said, "It's gonna be an action-packed, and I know I'm betting on a knockout." Her fellow analyst, Budin, broke it down in simple terms. If size is the deciding factor, Jake should win. But if skill and pure boxing IQ matter more, then Tank has the edge. It's a clash between two completely different worlds, size versus skill, power versus precision, and that's exactly what's keeping fans guessing. She said, based on the height and the size, Jake Paul should win this. He should, but on the skill level, on boxing IQ, I feel like Tank should have it. It's hard to say, but if I go with only the size, he should win. Meanwhile, inside Gervonta's camp, his team is not panicking. They know the size difference is real, but they've got a plan. Coach Patrice Harris, known as Boog, and veteran trainer Barry Hunter from the famous Headbangers boxing gym have been working hard behind the scenes. He confidently said, "Yeah, well, I don't think Tank is gonna go in there and just go blow for blow with him. He'll use his skills, and I think it's gonna be fun, man." Coach Hunter added that while he supports Tank taking this fight, he still hopes to see him face more traditional opponents afterward, names like Shakur Stevenson or even Lamont Roach in a rematch. But for now, all focus is on Jake Paul and how to deal with the size puzzle in front of them.
And he still got time. He's still young enough to go ahead on and, put on those fights that the boxing fans, including myself, want to see. You know what I mean? Still got unfinished business with Lamont. He got Devin out there. You have Ryan Garcia. You have all those guys still out there to fight. So, you got time. I mean, so as far as that exhibition is concerned, it is what it is. I don't have a problem with it. As long as he don't have a problem with it, I'm cool.
What makes this upcoming fight so strange is how unpredictable it feels. On one side, you have Tank Davis, small, explosive, and one of the most exciting knockout artists in boxing today. And on the other, Jake Paul, big, strong, controversial, but clearly improving and more dangerous than people want to admit. Some fans believe Tank's power will cut through Jake's bulk and expose him for the YouTuber he once was. Others believe Jake's frame, discipline, and raw power could shock the world. Every major name in combat sports seems to have an opinion, and none of them agree.
Hi babes, I'm literally just beating this face right now. Press conference glam for Tank Davis, I'm so excited.
Who is the biggest star in boxing?
He pushed me. Tank pushed me. I'm not even kidding. I was just standing there after the press conference and he straight up shoved me. Look at me. My makeup is ruined. My eyes are burning.
But one thing's for sure, everyone will be watching, whether it's a real fight or a show. Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis has already done what it set out to do, get the world talking. And as that viral footage of Jake training in the rain continues to circulate, one question grows louder with every punch he throws. Is Jake Paul really too big for Gervonta Davis to handle, or is Tank about to prove that skill beats size every single time? And that's the storm brewing in boxing right now, a fight no one saw coming, yet everyone can't stop talking about. Jake Paul's size, Tank's power, and the world's curiosity, it's all leading to one explosive showdown that could rewrite everything we know about modern boxing. Who do you think walks away victorious? The bigger man with the knockout punch, or the smaller warrior with the deadliest power in the game? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for more fight breakdowns, behind-the-scenes drama, and exclusive updates. Only on Ring Rivalry, where the real stories of the fight game come to life.